Hey guys, how are you? Francis here. Real quick one. Business is growing. We got really busy and I've been a bit slow on the YouTube output. We've been in so many awesome pops. We're having a good run, a really good run. There's been some nice time here for the alts. You have missed a lot, I'm afraid. It's just too much to keep track with at the moment. But I'm going to do a quick flyby here, and there's a little pop for you for a little bit of fun on Litecoin. Thought I'd show you, and you might actually get the benefit of this larger impulse for potential targeting as well to the upside. So that could be quite sexy for you, and certainly I would suggest there's that for grabs at the bare minimum on the upside on Litecoin. So see if you can grab that. I'm going to keep the clip short so it gets out and there's still opportunity there for you. So many things to talk about. So a minute ago made target on a USD, so that's it against the USD, so that's why it pulled back like a beast, but then hammered and is now churning around a little bit here. So bear in mind, look how HVF Theories treated you with this one. How many of these did you get? This is what you're potentially missing out on here. And Cliff High, great guide for following, by the way. Make sure you are watching him and following him on Twitter. He's reminded many people of the merits of this particular coin, and you can see all these moves coming out of these subsequent HVF breaks, really big, and you just made a target there against the dollar. Also, we're keeping an eye on against Bitcoin, because it does still have that's not the one. It does still have possibilities here. This is the Bitfinex, which is not as good a chart against BTC for OMG, and slightly less comfortable with the setup as I was against the dollar one. This is my messy chart, as you can see. Better on Bittrex because this was a higher than that high, so that's an official HVF. At least this funnel is just a bit high slung. But all that said, a lot of the unconventional and messy setups are making targets, so were this to go all the way, it still could be interesting, and you could see 31. We were getting in here at 16s, in fact on the relative low 2s entries down here, and then it's been churning. It's messed with us quite a bit in squeezed really low vol. So watch the low volatility to high volatility. We had a pennant set up there, so there was a break coming. We weren't too sure on direction, and it triggered the pattern, so it was to the upside. And there's your interim level, and there's probably your target level in the event that this makes target. So a couple of ones for you to watch there. Loving ARK at the moment. Still think it's good to go. Lovely pennant squeeze and up, and then we had a falling wedge with the Bitcoin strength. It held on quite well. It showed quite a bit of relative strength here. You shouldn't be discouraged by this. You've run an interim, you get a pullback. Simple as that. Look at the pop out of that. Potential upside on that as well. And what else can I give you as updates? So Steam, funnily enough, I still feel that this second visit to the funnel level will have a chance of getting its first setup in a new trend. This is against Polynex, by the way, on that exchange. Remember, you can't deposit and withdraw on the Polynex exchange, something to bear in mind. So there's a target out there. It's slightly different on Bittrex, where it's in far more normal, and you've got a relative low 2 setup there after squeezing and popping. Both very new setups and new trends, and big leaning numbers here that need to be taken out, and I think that's why we're winding up. You can see the resistance here, key levels of significance. You'll learn all about that on an HVF course if you elect to do one. But anyway, so there's the setup, low 2, and we're looking for a third impulse, a little bit of a move. You're getting your hammers here. Likely that we'll drift up in a slightly low volatility fashion and get a high 3 and a low 3 out of that, and then get a wind up to get us above what's been a previous key level of significance that is serving as resistance at the moment, was support just before eventually surrendering. You could then have some structure, by the way, of another pattern. So we are the pattern traders, but particularly the HVF method pattern, because that's the best one to trade, but we don't not take note of other things. If you identify your key levels of significance, then you could find that you have, for example, here an inverted head and shoulders. We don't trade these on their own, but with the benefit of an HVF, which is far more reliable, you could most certainly have a move to the upside, and then you've got a predetermined neckline with your round number that was met there and there on either side of this head. You get a very nice target out of that you could supplement your HVF with and keep some of your stake on for the hold. So good trade idea there for you coming out of that as well, for steam, if it was to do a reversal. So there you go, you can have a look at that one and you can see how far that takes you approximately. So that's using the HVF method for head and shoulders, which is very unique and specific. We don't agree with traditional technical analysis in its treatment of necklines. So your target over there is in and around the 61, which when you take a look at the fact that you're at 32, it's also not bad, better than a kick in the backside as well, possibly just shy of 2x. But this is my fave at the moment for the short time frame. This is actually quite a big sell-off on DGB.X, and it's been a bit unloved for quite a while. So it made a really powerful high way back then, and that was when we were looking June-ish. And since then, it's been a lot of sell-offs and fake-out rallies. This is a first HVF in a new trend. We didn't quite get one there, but you got a pop. You then got a grind line which you break. We'll learn all about grind lines and the one down here and what it means for your trading methodology. If you, as I say, get in touch and you want to learn about a program and if it suits your profile, because crypto trading is not for everybody. Let me just emphasize. So let's just pull this pattern up and get it in the center. It's a bit frustrating when they squash all your charts on TradingView. You should be able to drop down a lot better. Anyway, this structure is first set up in a new trend, and these can often overperform, and it's held up exceedingly well when Bitcoin had its relative strength, and if we have a look at that, you'll see quite nicely that there was a lovely little primer in there as well. You'll learn all about primers as well and how they are the gifts that keep on giving. That could have got you in there with a really tight stop, and then you would have been away. Revisit to the funnel, also on a grind line, as I've already mentioned. You'll pick up plenty about that channel. And is this a bit of wind up structure? Are we going to run this interim and then stall for a while? That's your target up top there. So targets for you still at 477, but bear in mind overperformance potentially possible, first setup in a new trend. So lots of stuff to tell you. I'm still keeping an eye on the real world thing, but an interesting chart potentially to share with you is gold. We do have a few folk that are still keep gold in mind, so I'll pull a chart up for you. Done the volume analysis for you over here. There's a very key funnel there, 3 and 3, and you can see you're getting your tallest Manhattan volume by price on the funnel level, just supporting on the underside, and good volume that's shown at the top side. So the battle has actually been when it's a lot of the volume is taking place in this highs area as you're rallying above. This is quite low volume on the bottom. That means it's been bouncing without too much of a skirmish. This suggests that it's upside and that you're taking out sellers on this break, and this has a $15-20 for gold, which is the first time we've actually got semi-decent structure to the upside. What's good for gold could also be good a little bit for cryptos and Bitcoin. It could mean fiat weakness, so bear that in mind. And here we go, just to give you a little bit of a thought. So a lot of my clients in the UK, GBP, this is your last 18 months, not even 18 months. If we just go from May, it doesn't feel that long ago. We only just end of August, so it's about 3-4 months on top of 12. We're about 16 months. We're not even got 18 months. The difference between $308 and 3,500, my apologies, 308 pound, let me restate, and £3,552. There's already well through a 10x here. Look at the HVF method giving you your hit ups all the way. There's a few patterns I left out as well. This would become a bit of a messy chart if I'd put everything in here, but this is just a sketch utilizing it. We've got the WhatsApp group to give people quick heads up. We've got Basecamp and all the draws. This was actually a primer. You could have got a lot tighter in there, getting all these moves. We are in a high slung upside setup. I'm not going to go all into the detail, but just to show folk that if that makes target, it'll actually be in and around 4.2, and you would have been in at 308 pounds. That's in 16 months. If it were 18 months, you're probably talking about 12x that you would have had the difference. That's what your pounds are costing you in your bank account instead of having them in just Bitcoin. Never mind actively managing them. There's a real opportunity out here, guys, to get involved and to sort your long-term wealth and to transition you from that which you do on a day-to-day basis to managing your own wealth. The cryptocurrency is not going away. Watch my clip on bubbles. Follow people like Mr. Cliff High and others, and get into the game. Recognize where the wealth is being made and learn to exploit it in an environment where you're getting that level of organic growth. If you can stay in the winning coins, and you can be active but not excessive, not day trader, it's what I call semi-active investor, judicious and cautious with any elements of leverage, if at all, you will do exceedingly well. And the multiple of gain you can get in a growing, expanding market like this could be vast. Not often do you get opportunities like this. I don't want to do the whole get rich quick sizzle thing, but every now and then in early doors on key industries as they're establishing, there is risk, there is volatility involved. It does not suit everybody, and nothing I say constitutes advice. But for the right person with the right profile, there's opportunity out here. If you want to find out more about what I do and how I help our guys getting them to their all-time highs, many of them on their crypto trading and also keeping a healthy eye, you can go to the Market Sniper. We've got a number of things for you, but if you just want to have a chat, and that's the best start, go to contact us, and here you go, you get an opportunity to fill in for a chat and find out more about that which we do and whether it could help you. That's all from me. I hope you liked that quick run by. Unfortunately, you're missing a lot of these opportunities that are given to the premium guys first, or you're getting some wind of some of them, and some of them have given second chances, so hopefully there's something of interest in there for you. Keep trading small and keep working on mindset and methodology, and recognize that they go hand in hand. A good methodology preserves you in the mindset department as well. Do not be continually responding in fear of loss and fear of missing out. That is a perfect way of chasing already running momentum and then getting whiplashed out at the bottom on fear. So methodology pays and wins. It served us very well when Bitcoin was strong. We held our alt positions, we got funnel visits, and now we're rebounding nicely. If we panic sold and then try to get back in today, you've just ruined and done massive damage. Don't be the 91%, be the smart 9%. That's Francis. Hope you enjoy the clip. Keep talking to you, and sorry for the delay in getting something out, but hope this catches you all in good state of repair. Enjoy the week ahead. By the way, also doing a non-farm payrolls. Literally, you spend a couple of pounds, £29. You can go find it on Eventbrite if you just want to have a chat. You can view it there, the Market Sniper, the trading day, and you can come. That's £29, and you can hear a little bit more about what we all about and the rest of the group, done through GoToMeeting for Friday. So that's me done. Enjoy. Peace and love.